Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Yellow. I've got Louis. Got one.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Watch the run.
Now Leonard Fournette. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Watch out. Check 43. Hey, 43. Watch safety green. Hey, 57 color. 50. Right side.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 44, Mahomes. That's caught. It's Jarius Wright. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Yellow. Come back. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Come for it. Go, box try. 51, Mike, 51. Let's go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Let's go. And Alpha, number 53, Mike 53. I'm here all day.
Working from the gun, Mahomes under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jason Verrett, he'll get the sack as he provides the heat off the corner. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
Hey, orbit.
On first down, Eason. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Pilot, 64, weak 5.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Marlon Mack, 37 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
At their own 7-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hey, exit. Check right. Watching the guard. Target. Bang. Please grip.
To throw on 2nd down. Eason. And he's going to have the connection to Foster.
All day. Set. 18 Gator. General West. Hey, Haywood. Checking. Crash. Get ready.
On 1st and 10. Eason. It's complete to Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Hey, Zoo.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, it's 9-0.
Check it backer. 61, matchbox white. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 3.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. Johnson's got it complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Go now. 91. Topper. Hey, Delta. He's coming. Double up.
throwing on first down. Eason, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing again. Eason. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Antonio Callaway, 28 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They keep it with Fournette on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Wright's got it. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Yeah. Let's get there. Mike, 55. Right there.
2nd down and inches. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Go!
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
43. Here we go. D, get off the field.
Shotgun snap. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
132 fighter. Hey, switch gears. Bravo. 5.
From the gun, Eason. Being chased out left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
60 Pittsburgh. Alpha. Check. Break down. Mike, 55. Check, 55.
2nd and 5. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Pilot, 64, He's coming. Hey, team 6.
On 1st down, Eason. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
55. Yep. I got you. Check. 55 to Mike.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Yellow.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's...
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Melvin Ingram picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Hey, foxtrot.
On 1st and 10, Eason, and he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Strip that ball. Show it. Just 3. 218, chop. Hey, echo.
Throwing on first down. Eason. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, let's go.
Again, it's Fournette. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down to the 27-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mahomes takes it himself. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown. Offensively, are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Smooth.
2nd and 2. And his throw is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. Hey, exit. That's the way. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Protein spill.
On 3rd and 2, Eason. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Flush to his right, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Push him back.
They'll run it again with Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Now 3rd down and 4.
Yellow. Yellow. You better bring it. 51.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Patrick Mahomes. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Good Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball and said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Look at me. Go. Check.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Hey, Zoo. Check. Hit it.
Operating from the gun. Eason. That's complete to Marlon Mack. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Check 26. 80 weapon. Hey, Delta. Get it.
Second and 4. He's going to air one out. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 42 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. first catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They'll run with Fournette. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 3-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Check. Lucky.
They go right back to Mack. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mack. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Big hold to the 30. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Check 37. Check 37. Watch the end. Check 3.
Again, it's Williams. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
Brings up 4th down. Today's final score,
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.